Now isn't this awkward, seeing you here? Especially in Valencian military barracks. I'm not sure what the prince is looking for, but you haven't bought every word he said, have you? At Star's End, Monmehan, 3rd Prince of Valencia, reportedly said, the item Prince Bahan is looking for is actually mine. If it's something sought by the 1st and 2nd princes in line, it must be extraordinary, right? It could even impact who sits upon the throne. So, whatever this item may be, bring it to me and I will reward you. No, it's fine even if you don't bring it to me. Just don't let it fall into his hands.
The prince may believe we came here to keep him in check. However, as you are well aware, Lady Isabel is a very busy person. If I were you, I would pick the latter of her 2 options. Make sure that it falls into no one's hands. Both Calpheon and Valencia. There is no way to tell how the events may turn, so wouldn't it be best to just stay out of it?
The choice is yours. Don't forget, that gentle-looking prince, he is a warmonger. I just want to make sure it doesn't fall into his hands, for all our sakes.
My little tavern in Duvenkroon was such a pleasant place. I'm usually in tip-top shape, but I used to run a small tavern in Duvenkroon, you know. I wish I had a help. Hang on. I'm...
Fact, I was even commended by Dragef. The Valencia Catan Military and Calpheon Xian Merchant Guild Alliance. The only person that can navigate between these 2 powers is me. Chief Dragef also knows there is no better candidate than I. See, your problem is you don't have the full picture. The truth of the situation is likely to surprise you. We may appear to have formed an alliance with Camasylvia, but in truth, it's all a facade. This time around, the chief's really got her mind made up. Not to mention the explosion in Shirakan iron mines. We haven't heard a single word from Camasylvia since then. They're far too busy bickering with their sisters. Ha! Don't ask me for more. People always tell me if it weren't for my loud mouth and careless mistakes, I'd be perfect. Anyways, I've got a problem that needs taking care of. Some rats are sneaking in without a pass. Go and catch 'em for me. There's always rodent-like people lurking about, trying to gobble up any breadcrumbs that may fall into their laps. Unfortunately, they scurry off at the first sight of me. So what do you say? Help me out this once, and I promise I will return the favor. Trust me, I'm not a man that makes empty promises.
Have you kids never seen Casino? Never seen camels before? They must be quite a sight to behold. Have you kids never seen camels? They must be quite a sight to behold.
Even though we try so hard to keep them out, more keep popping up. Oh, Jorge left for a while. A report came in from Charbonneau Villa. He said he did need to tell you something important, though. Could you go meet him there?
Never seen camels before? They must be quite a sight to behold.
There's a lot of Calphionian and Valencian troops around here recently. There's a trade manager right in this game. Success depends entirely on how fast you can get information.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make a living. I don't want to lose my job.
What's going on? Where's the mine?
Fleeing in the wrong direction? How did these idiots take over the Shurikan iron mines?
Tch, it was all mine for the taking.
I'm busy enough as it is, stopping nations from killing each other. Now these guys pop up, it's just a mess.
Valencia and Calpheon have diverted your attention, you dim-witted Dragonese.
What in the world is this barbarian even mumbling about? Yeah, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I need to notify the foreigners about the restricted areas. You could probably tell from this guy, but heading to the Shurikan iron mines is a real bad idea. It's a den crawling with scum like him. Ah, also, most importantly, the Mountain of Eternal Winter. The Oakjin Shinny and Ailton have their own war going on there right now. It's quite a cruel and horrid place. Doubt anyone could so much as reach the entrance. Rather than risk the odds, best you stay out and save us an awkward situation. Got it?
I thought you ditched me. You run super fast. I'm gonna have to stick close till we get this quest all tied up. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Now then, the legend of the 6 witches. I'm thinking we go talk to a professor or something. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I already told you. I just fooled around. I skipped all my Kantology classes. Anyway, be cool. I'll get all the information we need, so don't worry your pretty little head. This is the document that Prince Barhan wanted us to reference. Blah, blah, blah. Since Maruman is the Queen's city-worn name, no luck finding her birthplace here. That's the gist of it. It's extremely rare for us Abets to stay in our homeland, so it's hard to find even the smallest scraps of information. There are also some tidbits about King Torme, Prince Barhan's father. The king came looking for Hanak Barabin in Ailton, and through him, the king met his future queen-to-be. Torme brought this foreign woman back to his kingdom and married her, while Hanak Barabin stayed here for the remainder of his life. Ugh, my head. Oh, wait, there's a saying that I've heard that goes, "For golden years of peace and calm, life in Ailton can do no wrong." Old Man Charbonneau's villa. This is the place everyone visits if Ailton's their final destination in, you know, life. Eat some good food, enjoy some fishing.
Is there something that prevents your own prayers? We each have our own story to tell, do we not?
The children of Dregan are all very fond of him. Fresh fish is best for grilling, while dried fish is best for adventuring.
My most favorite thing in the whole
Have you heard the song of the snowfields sung by the children of Etheria? Wonderful. That's one of the songs we composed.
Now that I'm teaching the children their letters, I'll be staying here a while. Grandpa loves listening to my stories.
Greetings, we want to learn how to fish? And you've come to the right place, we just call me the fishing instructor, we.
Oh, Lando, a new spring shall come to the tear-flooded highlands. Don't you worry, the mighty wind Noel will come bearing good news soon. He shall return unharmed, so you just stay optimistic.
Sorry, real late start on this. Totally intend to focus on my Kantology lessons now. Promise.
Sure. Now gaze upon the highlands with your back to the mountain. Anak the Robin. Ah, yes, I remember now. There was a time when he came to the villa every day, saying he was fed up with the world. Once I got fed up myself, chased him off.
So then, any chance you've heard of Morrowind? That's her city-worn name. Which isn't too helpful since we need her hill-sworn name.
I can't recall much, but if you are looking for someone, it would be best to look where the city meets the hills.
Any chance a person could get by without leaving a record?
Well, I've heard a rumor going around that Prince Barhan has come to Balak's altar.
Oh, I found some work there to stop myself from overthinking, you know?
Morrowind. Her name in the Highlands is Baram. Anak Barabin came deep in the night with a brawny man, and I gave that man his name.
What? But only shamans have the authority to name someone. If you're not a shaman, is that really something you can do?
It was a secret marriage of state. It's difficult for me to speak more on this. She did say, should Prince Barhan come to the valley in the distant future, there was something she wanted him to have.
Whenever Master Charbonneau's away.
It is written in an ancient script of the Highlands. Try as you might, Lando, you won't be able to read this. But I do believe holding it upside down is a bit excessive. Do you not remember any of your basic teachings?
True experts gotta be able to read upside down.
Yes, well, kindly deliver that to Maslin's Euless Citron Orchard. And it's good to see you so lively again.
So actually, the most popular book in Valencia right now is The Six Witches of the Snowfield. That novel was based on the letters sent by Hanak Barabin. Think you could fill me in on the details? It's, so that I can tell my guest about it.
Libresca, the dragon that hunted dragons, claimed the Golden Mountain with the hearts of her kin. After a long period, when no dragon stepped forward to challenge her, either by divine error or as a test, the spark of an unknown flame ignited. Libresca, emboldened by the god-consuming flame, the Enix, stood defiantly against the authority of the god. In retribution, they severed her legs and stripped off her wings, thereby also stripping the mountain of its golden glory and plunging it into an eternal winter. Libresca's first death left her a mere husk in the haven of slumbering origin, where she kept the flame aglow within her. However, Libresca's first death also breathed 7 new lives into being. By the creatures below the mountain, they were called witches.
Could you, tell us more about the trials of those witches?
Legends are just legends. How much more reckless your thoughts will become if you continue down this path.
Mr. Charbonneau! Mr. Charbonneau! The charcoal workshop!
Wait here. Morromin. Her name in the Highlands...
Now's our chance! We need to find the book before Old Man Charbonneau gets back! What was the title of the book again? Listen. Listen quietly to the colorful flowers newly bloomed, for they cry, Peas Witches 6. They cry for a second death has taken Libresca. They... I remember now! The dead flower sings of winter eternal! I'll stand guard. Search the cabin for the book quickly. Uh-oh! Come on, hurry! The old man is coming back! Huh? That look on his face. Did something happen?
It seems you will need to follow me to the charcoal workshop. its reach has finally made it this far.
Will the blizzard come down here?
What is this? Is this a tree or a rock?
Ah, no, don't touch.
Master Charbonneau always treats your workers well. He is certainly a man to admire. Treat your workers well.
But larger things like weapons and armor can get a little overwhelming. I used to collect the worn out. That was one of the first skills I learned when I started working here. I used to collect the worn out clothes of the workers here every time the sun went down.
Is this the work of the Okjinshini?
I do not believe so. The mountain, it's being tainted by dark shadows.
Oh, hey! No luck finding the book earlier, huh? They couldn't have just flown the coop. Hmm? Oh, wait a second. A fight! There's a fight happening! That's definitely the sound of people screaming. We cannot miss this! Lead the way! Well, I don't want you to see me get scolded by Old Man Charbonneau either.
Put aside those traumatic memories. We have everything you need. When learning to count, I always found it easier to learn by selling things rather than listen to Zaya's.
Oh my, what's wrong with your clothes? Oh my, Calpheonian cloth? It must be so cumbersome and a far cry from the quality of our fabrics.
Looking for something before heading out? Take your time and look around. Calm down. I hear you, I do. But this is the Mountain of Eternal Winter, not Bloody Dragon. Calm down. I hear you.
I saw it clearly with my own eyes. There's a baby black dragon roaming the dense forest.
I had no idea you people were like this. Do you mean to say you knew of the monster and did nothing? You think we'll just act like friendly neighbors? Never! We'll have no dealings with people like you, you hear?
This is our way. Though city life may differ, we ask for your understanding.
When we embody the spirit of the Shere Khan, we fight the dragons as one. When we bear the fangs of the lion, we fight together for freedom. When we don the wings of the eagle, we advance in unison for eternity. When we walk with Al, we work in solidarity as helpful desert guides. However, this is the Highlands, where we doff the dress of the cities. The Highlands is where everything birthed by Everfrost bonds in deep slumber.
But that thing has nothing to do with Everfrost. That black dragon, the one that he commands. I saw it fly over Charbonneau Villa last night. Our children are there. We cannot sit idly by and watch someone so dangerous run amok. Wait, now that I think about it, I think I saw his face on a wanted poster once.
Listen and take note, though you may not fully understand. We've had an ironclad connection to the dragons from the beginning.
Oh, hey! You're the warrior of Wind Knoll, living with the mutant swamp sentinels? Oh, wow, this is so... I've only seen them from a distance. Oh, just the thought of them gives me the chills.
Hey, isn't that the Khan's son?
Look at him, still acting like a child.
His stubborn father started this blasted war, and now the people of Aelton have had to stoop to hiring mercenaries.
That's right. And they won't even let us ascend the mountain. Thanks to you, we've lost a damn fortune.
But...
An asinine leader and his ass of a son. For crying out loud, go appoint a proper Khan already. But no offense intended, just a friendly warning from your neighbor.
Listen and take note, though you may not fully
I eventually got the truth out of Lando. You're meant to climb the mountain in his stead. I'm sorry. Please entertain it as nothing more than the request of an immature child and kindly dismiss it. You've likely already heard, but this is no ordinary mountain. It is insurmountable. We are also currently at war with the Okjin Shini that protect the mountain. To climb this summit means to risk your very life. On top of that, Lando's father is our Khan, the Khan that leads the Abets of Ailton. His childish actions endanger the entire town. Lando will likely be at the guard post that sits atop Arethia's belt. It is a place that's very dear to him. His childish actions endanger...
Hi there! My memories of the sea...
I'm on guard duty with my twin brother up there. I'm on guard duty with my...
Perennial's my brother, and a right clumsy one at that. He just doesn't pay attention to what's around him. Makes me so anxious.
You know, from the beginning, I never planned on hiding anything from you. And I never planned on asking you to cleave your way through Okajinshini on your way up to the summit. There is a safe way up the mountain. I already sorta had a plan. Earlier, I should have never done that. I feel like I'm kinda the bad guy now. And I'm sorry. But there's a saying around the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Nothing will prevent one who has overcome the trials of the 6 witches from climbing the mountain. If we can get through the trials, then even the Okajinshini will open the path for us. Earlier, when you said you were looking for the trials, it just seemed like fate. The reason I want to climb that dangerous mountain is my little brother. He climbed the mountain to look for our father, and he hasn't returned yet. But we're not supposed to climb the mountain. Actually, there's a rule of the Highlands that forbids it. The old man got so upset because he thought I was going to break it. Only the hawks with their snow-piercing wings and the leopards with their nimble legs are able to ascend this mountain. If a weak fox or deer climbs the mountain, then the hawk and leopard that left cannot return. But my brother dared to imagine it. He always wondered, why? Why can't we climb the mountain? However, you're not from the Highlands. So if you earned the rite of passage, then you could climb the mountain for me. What? I think I sprained my tongue just pronouncing it. Who is he? Ah, you mean that guy wearing a blanket? Wow, look at you. Connections all over the Highlands. Man, I sure know how to spot a winner. The hut he lives in is over there. Right there. What are you planning to do? Are you planning to add him to our party? I just need to dry my eyes. He's no bold warrior. He's a bold thief. Here's Old Man Charbonneau's book we were looking all over for. Looks like he used the Black Dragon as a distraction to steal it. What's this? No matter what, my lord.
As expected, you too were looking for the book.
What? How did you get out of there?
There are times when this cursed brand can be useful. Despite my defeat, you witnessed what I was capable of with Belmorn's powers. I'm sure that talkative black spirit of yours is whispering endlessly in your head, so let me cut to the chase and make you an offer. I am also in search of the Yenix. I want to erase Belmorn's brand with its god-devouring flame. I have need of its power, just once. What becomes of it after, I care not. As such, we have no reason to be rivals for the flame, do we?
No! He hurt people!
I harmed not a single hair. I only erased their memories. I'll say it but once more, my goal is Belmorn's erasure. I just need the flame to burn off this brand. Afterward, do as you like with it. I lost everything. There isn't a single soul on the continent who knows not my face. And what's more, this failed monarch's mark continues to attract pests. However, there was one that understood my only wish was to restore Serendia to its former glory. Though the world may stand against me, if I had but this one person by my side, wouldn't that be enough? Dorette. That sweet girl loved me no matter what. But in this state, this atrocious state, I cannot start anew.
No! He hurt people!
I want to return while I still have a place to return to, with mind and body cleansed. I just need the flame to burn off this brand. Afterward, do as you like with it. I want to return while I still have a place to return to.
were you, close with that fella? No way you're closer with him than you are with me, right? Well, he does seem pretty strong. Guess that means we can conquer the trials even faster, right? Anyway, time is of the essence. So, I'm going to take the initiative and lead by example. Now, everyone is in agreement, yes? The first witch is Marsh, the Witch of Swamps. Her trial begins with escaping from the Swamp of Deep Slumber. Sorry. Yeah, I can't really read this Highland script. But hey, there's a drawing of a hawk here. Noel's companion at Wind Noel's Perch, Tamulin, will definitely know. What was this one?
This was a mistake. The mutants seem to have caught the scent of you both.
What? There are mutants here? Ah, run away!
You fool of a fox! We need to stop him before he creates even greater trouble. We have no choice. I will draw the eyes of the mutants. You need to calm down the fox. Quickly! You need to get out of here while they are distracted.
Wow. He really is the warrior that lives with the mutant swamp sentinels.
Look at them soaring. It doesn't seem like Corbett's. Although I've never seen the first Abets, I bet they would have looked as strong and cool as their friends. It doesn't seem like Corbett. Although I've never seen the first Abets, I bet they would have looked as strong and cool as their friends.
You're lucky to catch me. I was just about to take a... I'm going to pick mushrooms and make a hearty mushroom stew tonight.
According to myth, the first Abets that saw the light of day was the Hawk Abets. Lando, what a mess you've made. You should know, the mutant swamp sentinels are also beings of Everfrost. And you, bear in mind that terrorizing the town with your dragon is prohibited.
It was a matter of urgency.
Anyway, this is Noel's perch of the first Hawk Abets. It's not Hawk rule for the Chantis exam, so why are you all here?
We are looking for Timulin, he who is known as a companion of Noel. We seek a clue from him about the first witch's trial.
Wow, your friend is a real go-getter.
Even if we are the bridge that connects the worlds, we cannot just let anyone...
Hold. I see you finally arrived. You who will face the witch's trial. I've been expecting you.
There are procedures regarding Win Noel. For 3 days, you are to pay respects to Noel. For 7 days, you are to bathe with his companions. And only those who pass the Chantis exam within 15 days are allowed to face the witch's trial. These are the rules.
When the rules need to be followed, then they will be followed. Ever since the day of the explosion, the Hawks, Noel's winged companions, can no longer cross the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Swept away by the dark blizzard, they are either unable to find their way back, or are maimed and perish. The trials left by the 6 witches were definitely prepared for times like this.
This is a man who speaks my language.
You'll knock the companions off their perches making a racket like that. Come inside, you who is to undergo Marsh's trial. Some things require a native perspective to fully understand. On the day of the explosion in the Shere-Khan iron mines, Shaman Invish dreamed for the first time in many moons. Incomprehensible screams of the 6 witches said the long-departed flame must be returned to the mountain. When we asked what it meant, he said, "Just because it has never been seen, does not mean it does not exist." Timulin's words are not without merit. If we continue to remain as we are, then the Hawk Abets that left to traverse Everfrost will never be able to return home. Rules and principles are of utmost importance here. You will be the first with the privilege of breaking them. So please, take on the trial of the witch and uncover the unseen truth. So please.
While seeking as he neared, he could see the humans who had settled on the cliff tops, packing up their belongings. "Why are you departing these lands?" asked he, to which the humans replied, "These are the lands of the great witch Marsh, who taught us how to bind the ankles of dragons. But the mutants make it such that we can no longer remain here." "But what brought you to these lands?" asked they, to which Noel in turn replied, "'Twas my keen eyes that brought me here, having caught the glimmer of a seed shining in the soil of swamps below." The humans climbed the cliff to gaze upon the swamps as Noel had, yet they could see naught. Only thick clouds of dust kicked up by the mutants. The humans looked anxious, then turned. When the humans had left, Noel reflected deeply upon all that had occurred. "I shall collect the seeds from the swamp of deep slumber and cultivate this land." So, Noel ventured silently forth, staying low. For believing the humans had fled to the cliff top, the mutants cast their gaze upwards, oblivious to all that transpired below them. With his keen eyes, Noel started gathering the seeds one by one. "At last, I have harvested seeds from the swamp of deep slumber." Noel cried out with joy. He then began to properly sow the swamp. But, being a hawk, Noel had no use for seeds. What Noel needed was a tree to build his nest upon. Thus, with the seeds now sown throughout the swamp, Noel could only wait and hope the seeds take root and grow into a great tree worthy of his nest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can avoid detection just by crouching? Why did no one tell me about this? Mind blown.
A surprisingly large mouth for such a small fox. Is our trial to be finding the seeds buried in the swamp?
You're sharp, like Noel's eyes. However, only Noel's companions can locate the seeds. That is why passing the Chantas exam is a requirement. You will need to become one with your hawk companion. You're skipping over all these steps due to your sincerity. Temulin, the true companion of Noel, will guide you.
If you're heading to Ailton, you should visit Solongo. Now you will begin to commune with the companion you will take on the trial. Approach them with respectful hearts. Ah, before we get started, please select a companion you would like to commune with. If you keep changing companions when you get rejected, they'll surely be hurt by it.
Procedure upon useless procedure.
I'll test my luck with this fella.
Submit thyself, Hawk.
Good. May Noel's warm winds embrace you. If you form a connection, they will unfurl their wings and puff out their chests. If not, they will show their talons, in which case you must slowly step back.
How can I commune with them when I'm too short to reach them?
That is fine. Communion has nothing to do with your height, just your eyes. You may not succeed on your first attempt. If you do fail, go to the Noel totem and butcher the sheep offered there. Then bring the lamb meat and try again. Good. May Noel's warm winds embrace you. Good. May Noel's warm winds embrace you.
When will I be able to tame these Why is it so aggressive?
Sincere hearts always connect. Now you may attempt the witch's trial. Good. May Noel's warm winds embrace you. 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 Follow the hawk while avoiding the mutant swamp sentinels. They will lead you to the seeds hidden by the witch.
Exceptional hawk hunter.
Training here.
It doesn't seem like Corbet's coming. Ours does not look like a conventional stable, does it? There, I said it.
I can't believe it. This guy? You know what he just told me to do? Get lost!
They can't see very well below their knees.
I've never had anyone talk to me like
Move
that.
while
Do I deserve
crouched,
that?
and you
No,
might as well
I
be a phantom.
Oh, jeez.
But your friend here, I don't think he's cut out for such maneuvers. His legs seem terribly weak. I'll give him 10 steps at most before he's just extra baggage. And that's me being generous.
Hey, pal. Does this thing on my back look like a shell to you, huh? I'll tell you about these legs. You have no idea what kind of raw power I got in them.
It appears this burden falls on us, and us
Back in the
alone.
day, in Elton, you know what they used to call me?
First,
Lightning
I will
Lando.
erase
Guess how
my
fast I could run
presence,
to Tregan? 3
borrowing
minutes
what
flat.
I need from
That was on a
Belmorn's
bad day.
powers. So if anything goes wrong, it's all on you. If you cause me any trouble, I will cut you down myself. It appears this burden falls on us, and us alone. Move while crouched, and you might as well be a phantom. If you cause me any trouble... If you fear you may be caught, try to lie low. Lying prone will enable you to move easily and avoid detection. And do not let them sniff you out. You've no idea how many times I wanted to leave you for dead. You were lucky. Let's get moving.
Outsiders refer to us who walk with Noel as trainers of a sort.
Wow, that was some awesome teamwork, you guys. You know what would have made it even more entertaining? Some jerky.
Is there no way to keep this one's jaw shut? Stop wasting our time and get moving to the next trial.
I'm so glad to see that you've succeeded without injury. I apologize for my initially cold demeanor. Please forgive me.
Toma just wanted to maintain the respect of our winged companions. Tamulin, let's bring this to a close, shall we?
Say your farewells to your respective companions. They may appear again to assist in your hour of need.
Don't worry, little buddy. We may have just watched from the sidelines, but we'll get our moment next time.
Don't go to Calpheon. 'Tis a silly place.
Say your farewells to your
I will pluck your whiskers, one by one, for each moment you dawdle. Let us make haste to the next trial.
Oh, okay, fine. Jeez. Will horns sprout from your butt if you say it a little nicer? The second witch is Owina, the Witch of Blights. The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Owina's kiln.
Great. Another thing we won't be able to shut up. Is there anything else?
Huh? You think I'm rambling? Just look at it! It's pretty clear we should go to Owina's tail.
This is the watering hole for my thirsty headhunters. I think it's best if we move separately. I will go with this one and assess the situation from a distance.
Huh? But why me? I don't want to go with you. You're scary.
Looks like you don't have much time. You should hurry. Our furry friend will receive the full regiment of Serendia's finest soldiers.
Yours does not look like a conventional stable, does it?
What a day.
Seriously, those rocks piled up like a tower overnight. I've no idea where in the world they came from. This is the Tripath Junction at Awena's Tail. You don't look like a Serendian to me.
What does it matter? Leomar said to allow passage to anyone coming from the swamp, no matter who they may be.
Ah, yeah. He did say that. Well, come on in. It may be a bit chaotic around here. Well, you'll know once you see it.
Am I seeing things? No. Did you come from the swamp teeming with those mutant monsters?
I am the living embodiment of all that has come to pass on these roads. Alas, the roads are almost complete. That which my forefathers began nears its end. I, Leomar, am the very definition of a self-made man.
What happened here last night? What are the guards doing? Are they being paid to sleep? The Serendian wagon heading to Eldon will be arriving soon. The deal's going to be called off before the ink even dries.
Leomar, you need to fix this! Wasn't your dream to make this place a mecca of trade?
Of course, of course. Although my ancestors couldn't take up a spear to pierce the dragon's eye, they were able to take up a pickaxe to carve out this junction. Clearing those rocks will be a cinch. Do you know who I am? After multiple generations, I finally built the bridge between Serendia and Ailton. Oh, I'm sorry for greeting you so late. I heard you came up from the swamp. Usually I would have treated you to a drink and listened to your exploits. A junction abuzz with travelers to and fro should be abuzz with adventurous tales as well. But it seems like you're no trader. What brings you to my junction? Aweena's kiln? Those amazing ancestors of mine. They have truly done themselves proud. Oh, sorry. Just internal musings bubbling to the surface. Though it is connected to this wondrous junction. A tale told at a trading hub should come at a cost. Ah, I know. Can you do something about those rocks? As someone that can pass through a swamp teeming with mutants, I'm sure it'll be a cinch.
Fair few silver.
Why is my mercenary out here doing hard labor? Unlike your brooding buddy, I am not the type to run away. Put down the pickaxe and quickly come with me. Our Baron of Bloodlust is angry again. Unlike your brooding buddy, I am not the type to run away.
If you care for too many horses, it's a joy to see a horse's dusty coat shimmer anew after a good brush.
I cannot fathom why you would be plinking away out here. I'm sure your clever black spirit could have suggested a better alternative.
Oh gosh, you didn't hurt them, did you? Sorry, I'm still kinda new to acts of senseless violence.
Leomar, or whatever he is called. He bears the countenance of a master manipulator.
Oh? You're into physiognomy? Me next! What's my
It is clear this Leomar is obsessed with stories and rumors. If Aweena's kiln is connected to this junction, then he likely has records of its legend.
Who goes there? What are you doing?
I guess we're out of options. Go outside and check the
We need to stay here long to get rid of these goods.
It is clear this Leomar is obsessed with stories and rumors. If Awena's kiln is connected to this junction, then he likely has records of its...
Who goes there? What are you...
I guess we're out of options. Go outside and check the contents of the book, surreptitiously. I would advise you quit your demolition work and we make an expedient exit.
Hey! Why are you carrying me off? Now I look like your accomplice! I did nothing wrong!
Might be better to head to Balak's camp.
Amazing. Simply amazing. How about we draw something up in a more official capacity?
Leomar, sir, I think we might need to hire more guards. The soldiers discovered a poisoned needle nearby.
Instead of just hiring more, how about we fire the lot and start fresh? How can we trade here when we are constantly in danger? That poison needle. I'm sure it's the work of that fugitive, Jordine. That menace should be lying low, so why stick his neck out here? Having discovered signs of his presence here, we, as Serendians, cannot sit idly by.
Of course. This new friend of ours will handle it. Jordine is quite the famous fellow, so I'm sure you know who he is, right?
No, I think we've done all we could.
My chief, we must leave. We shall make for Black Mountain, forbidden though it be. The great founder beckons us. Was it youth's folly that bade them go? Although these lands were home to Awena, Witch of Ruin, she who taught us how to rob dragons of their breath, these wastelands can be called home no longer, made barren as they are by the heat emanating from the cave. The heat of which he spake was much akin to the heat of passion that burned within. My chief, you cannot join us, for since the great witches perished, harsh winters have plagued these lands. The cold will take you before we reach where the great founder beckons us from. But here you shall know warmth until your final days. To speak true, I had never any intention of accompanying them. But know this, said he, you will always be our chief. That will never change, be we here or in places far. So I say, I hope you shalt remain steadfast to the very end, for us. And verily, we arrived at the crux of the matter. Remember how we implored of the Great Witch, why doth the heat of the cave radiate without end all year long? Our query was met with laughter, but now she doth laugh no more. I told myself it could not be, that he, if thou live truly for the good of the tribe, then I beseech you, destroy Awena's kiln. The source of that incessant heat must lie someplace beneath. If we find the source, we shall have untold power over the other tribes. I know not why, but I simply nodded.
Please do all within your power until our return, and pray remember, you shall forever be our chief.
Our family was a little different, even in Dregan. While everyone else sharpened their swords to fight the dragons, we sharpened our pickaxes. The huge boulder that was blocking this junction continued to be whittled down through the ages, until now. Did I gain anything from it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing, I tell you. However, I truly believe my ancestors made the right choice. They forged the path that connects Serendia to the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
What? Then Owina's Kiln? Was the stone once blocking this junction? Oh, what do we do? It's been completely destroyed! Oh no, no! Owina's Kiln is no more! Someone hold me!
Ah! You scared me. Who is this white-furred fox?
Leomar, sir. We need you down there now. The demi-beast researcher finished investigating those rocks.
Soon I will be rich.
The piles of rock are actually a type of species found on Everfrost called Takium. They usually inhabit the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Seems they died at Owina's tail almost immediately due to the heat that radiates directly from the ground. A phenomenon unlike anything found elsewhere.
What? Why would a creature from Everfrost come all the way here?
A Dreadwinter tree has also apparently put down roots nearby. To discover that the darkness from the mountain would spread all the way here.
What? I heard rumors recently that a ghost now haunts the mountainside. If it's true, take those cursed stones from here, out of my sight. You Abets took all the stones that came of Owina's Kiln's demolition. It is clearly written in my ancestors' records.
What? Us?
Darn it, Griffith! Go back and finish your job. I will be offering a prayer tonight. Cursed things, be gone!
Well, I think it's best for us to be the ones to bury them. People are getting anxious. Let's head inside.
Over here! What's this noise about us taking the rubbly remains of Owina's Kiln?
If you care for too many horses, you can't...
I'm glad to see you at a place like this, but I also seem to have been caught off guard. Well, I can certainly understand why you didn't take your studies on my area of expertise, winter trees, seriously. However, how can you not know the history behind the furnaces symbolic of ale?
Huh? What are you talking about? How is that connected to Owina's Kiln? I'm lost.
Curses. What a fine waste of time this has been. 2 days fully wasted thanks to you. It is my nature to prepare for every eventuality, but your unpredictable idiocy consistently blindsides me.
Huh? How'd the murderous Spectre get in here?
Do you have anything else to say?
People are starting to get suspicious. They have begun to monitor my movements. Lady Durrett can't even pen a letter without scrutiny. This is likely to be our last encounter.
Jarrett? Oh, that letter we saw in the hut! Aw, bitter buddy. You had a girlfriend?
How dare you, you lowly fox! If you speak such slander of Our Lady again, my blade will split your throat, and your next mention of her name will be a whistle on the wind.
Let's hear the rest of it, about Owena's kiln.
No, the moon has fallen. We need to find that Dreadwinter tree first. If we don't do it tonight, then last night's tragic events may well unfold again.
No, Puteau. Stay there. Lando will be the one to purify the winter tree. This will serve as a very expensive teaching fee for reteaching you the basics of our history.
Seems like everyone is super mad right now. You're gonna help me though, right?
hope you learned your lesson this time. Stop causing so much trouble for everyone. Ale, the first Dirabets to leave the Zavir Highlands. It is known to be the first day he stepped hoof on Owina's tail. He went near a blinding light that shone from afar, as if someone was fiddling with a mirror. As he approached, he saw an old man crushing Owina's stones. Ale looked at the stones, wondering at the old man's motives. "There's mysterious powers within those stones," said Ale. Then the old man said, "They're just strange hot stones, completely useless." But not to Ale. He was certain they contained mystical powers. "In that case, allow me to buy them." "Just take them," said the old man. "I was tossing them out anyway." "No," replied Ale. "I can't just take such precious stones." So he left to get oak pills of grass and a horse to trade. He gave these to the old man the next day, who took them reluctantly. He did the same the following day, and the next. Ale continued to trade his oak pills and horses for the old man's stones. He took all the Owina stones he traded for to the Zavir Highlands. Then one day, on his way to Owina's tail, Ale came across a large group of humans. They belonged to another Highlands village, not far, so he asked them, "Where are you going?" "The Great Founder beckons," was the reply. "Then who will guard the village in your stead?" asked Ale. The villager considered this. "Ah, would you protect it, Ale? We know you to be trustworthy." That day marked the end of Ale's journeys to Owina's tail, and the last day any Abets would leave the Zavir Highlands again. That night, a light smoke drifted up from Aelton, from a kiln Ale had constructed out of Owina's stones.
It's coming back to me now! I think I had a dream about this once.
You likely just fell asleep during your lesson.
The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Owina's kiln. Though Owina's kiln has been dismantled, we should be able to use a furnace constructed from the very stones of the kiln to complete the witch's trial. We could have saved ourselves a lot of time if you actually paid attention during your own history class.
That? But then I would never have gotten to do your elite soldier training thing.
Charcoal workshops here have a kind of furnace, commemoratively called a kiln, that burns hotter than any other. Thankfully, one of Mr. Charbonneau's charcoal workshops is nearby. It is operated by his first son.
He's left it in the hands of his workers while he's traveling abroad, but as it's still of the Charbonneau name, we should have it at our disposal.
You should go first. It will be dangerous to move together with the guard on alert.
I'll take the furball and go first. Make sure that you are not followed.
I am not a furball!
Oh, sorry. We've yet to be properly introduced. I'm Tabadai, a winter tree researcher in Aelton. Over here is Puteau, Aelton's oak pill researcher. I heard you took care of the winter tree that appeared by Charbonneau Villa.
It isn't a tree that would usually take root all the way out here. It's a clear sign the mountain is in pain. We need to investigate the situation further.
Please come visit us in Aelton sometime. Our most hospitable chief would welcome you with open arms.